morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the 5th SIGA Summit on Female Leadership in Sport, making its debut right here in Dubai, where tradition meets innovation. My name is Amy Gillingham, and I am the first female football commentator in the UAE, and I'm proud to be a SIGA Global Mentor and your MC for today. I'm honoured to be here today among so many inspiring leaders, innovators, trailblazers and game changers. The event is also being streamed live on SIGA's social media channels, so hello to our virtual audience as well. Before we dive into today's exciting agenda, I'd like to take a moment to thank our incredible partners, without whom this summit wouldn't have been possible here today. A special thank you to MasterCard and a SIGA founding member for hosting this remarkable event following a successful gathering in New York. Additionally, we are thrilled to have the Coca-Cola Company Middle East as our official partner and Ciro Hotel Zabil as our hotel partner as well. Thank you all for your exceptional support in bringing us here together in Dubai. Now, let's take this opportunity here today, number one, to connect, exchange ideas, and inspire one another and make a true difference in the sporting world. On behalf of SIGA, I thank you all for coming here today. This event comes at a critical time for sport globally, especially as we continue to push the boundaries on what women can achieve both on and off the field, and also in leadership positions. I'm thrilled to introduce our first speaker and our host here today, Mona El-Saka, Vice President, Global Sponsorships at MasterCard and a SIGA Women Global Mentor. Please join me in welcoming Mona to the stage.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for being here in the Dubai office. We're very honored to have this great group of people who are committed to sports excellence and integrity. So thank you for being here today. MasterCard, we believe in the power of partnerships, and this event is a huge testament of that. Thank you for the partnership with SIGA. We're really excited to host your Dubai inaugural edition here. In addition, this event is hosted in partnership with an internal group which is called Women Leadership Network. No surprise, this group has actually been active in MasterCard for more than 20 years. And we have a huge agenda here in the region and in the UAE, and SIGA Women is part of this today. So thank you. We're really, really excited to have you. And sports, talking of sports today, we have a lot of great individuals who are related specifically to the industry and those who would love to be part of it. So we're happy to be connecting you today with others and help you achieve that. And with that, I want to kick off the session and pass on to Katie.
Thank you, Mona. Good morning, everybody. Can I say a good morning back? Welcome to Dubai. Welcome to the SIGA Summit on Female Leadership in Sport. I'm absolutely thrilled to be saying that we're here for the first time ever in Dubai. It means a great deal, and thank you for the partnership. And we're absolutely convinced we did the right thing moving it from New York to Dubai. And this year we're going around the world. Next stop in Brazil on the 12th of May. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to our official partner, the Coca-Cola Company. And I'd like to say a special word of thanks to Tail and Heads for bringing them to us. And they are a comms agency, women-led. But also, more than anything, thank you so much to each of you. This isn't just an event. This is a global movement, and it's great to have the brands supporting us, but it's also really critical to have you as individuals. And just to see your smiling faces at me this morning, and everyone's dressed business chic and looking very elegant and very colourful. So this is not your average conference. Do not treat it this way. This is a chance to interact, get to know one of each other, but also to create cultural change, which is what we're here to do. Our agenda for SIGA Women is simple. In one sentence, it's to narrow the gender gap on the board of sports organisations globally and enhance the standards of integrity. And I do believe that good governance equals better business. And I know that we have in this room and watching online streaming female leaders in sport from around the world and in business. And I believe that together we can create a legacy. We have later on a 10-year-old athlete go-karting, aspiring champion who's being brought here by her father. And that just shows that this is really the future that we're talking about. It's about empowering girls. It's not about being the only woman. We are still today celebrating being the first, and that is wonderful. We just had 2 weeks ago the first ever female IOC president. And yes, round of applause. That's exactly how I felt. Yes, yes, oh yes, the time has come. And today we have the first female commentator with Amy. We have many of the firsts with Nora here. Thank you so much for coming. And we look forward to your keynote. We have the first DJ, female DJ coming later from the UAE. But it's not enough to be celebrating the first, is it? We've got to bring and lend a hand to the next generation and pull them up and bring them on board. And then final words to the male allies inside the room, outside the room, in my house at home, who have empowered me. Thank you. Thank you first to my father, who taught me that I could do whatever I wanted without a man. Thank you to my husband for letting me travel the world and conquer the career that I dreamed of. And thank you to our CEO, who I will pass you on to shortly, for empowering me to run the Global Women Mentorship Program for SIGA. To be honest, when he invited me and gave me the challenge of this, I said, I'm not so sure I want to take this on. The reason being is that being a woman, sometimes I wanted to camouflage and disguise that I was a woman, because in a sports law environment, it was easier that way. Today I stand bold, I stand proud, and I'm wearing pink. So I'm going to embrace being a woman, embrace all of the things that means, and take that. And as we know, it's about what we bring, what we deliver, our meritocracy on that. But thank you, Emmanuel, for empowering me to do this the last 6 years on this crazy adventure. So I will hand it over to you, and I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you want to be part, obviously, of the SIGA Women Global Mentorship Program, you know where I am. I'm wearing pink and I'm at the front. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, the bar is high, and I hope I won't disappoint you. I shouldn't have said that, because all the big gurus in marketing and public speaking, they advise you never to underestimate yourself and never to start with low expectations. But what can I say? How can I feel? What can I express in a room full of female leadership in a country like the UAE? Feeling proud and feeling rewarded by your presence, by your encouragement, by the role that you have exerted, not just in your private side, in your private lives, but also in your jobs, in the missions that you embrace and you move forward. So being here in the UAE, such an hospitable country, a country that looks ahead of the curve, a country that invests in innovation, in creativity, in attracting the wealth in terms of knowledge, expertise, foresight, how could I feel in a day like this when we have our first official thought leadership event? Inspired by you, rewarded by you, incentivized by your presence, by the leadership that I see in this room, I cannot forget those who have made this possible. Men and women who shared a common vision, who embrace a common mission, and who are committed to bring change. Change in a positive, constructive, action-oriented, reform-driven way. Change, not to name and shame as we see so often, but to name and fame, to reward those who are the trailblazers, those who have the courage, those who have the nerve, those who who have even the courage to leave their comfort zone, to take risks, because without risks, we accomplish nothing. And it's not a question of gender, my friends. It's not a question of gender. It is a question of balancing the level playing field. It is a question of equal opportunities. It is a question of upholding the civilizational values that make us unique and make us different. And by being different, we also have the opportunity, all of us, to fulfill our potential, to achieve our goals, and to feel good about it. And I feel great, must say, despite the jet lag, despite not knowing exactly which time zone I am, and having to deal with things in Latin America, North America, and Europe, and etc. I stand here as a confident man. A confident man, because I see leadership. I see that our presence here is valued, appreciated, and welcome. I see that we speak the same language. We share the same goals, and we are committed to advance. And I could not miss. There are many people I would like to refer here, but I promise that I would be very short. But being here, seeing women in this room who embody the female leadership in this country, in this region, I could not avoid mentioning at least two of them, who have given us the privilege of accepting our invitation and joining their voices to ours. Her Excellency Noura Al-Jazmi, President of the UAE Badminton Association, and one of the most influential female leaders in Asia as far as this sport is concerned. And we will also have here this morning Dr. Miriam Mattar, one also of the most influential female leaders in the country, in all Asia. How privileged we are of having them here, and how privileged we are of having everyone who is in this room and everyone who is watching out there through social media. And speaking about privilege, I cannot omit a special reference to those who have been with us since day one. Since day one, who have been wearing the SIGA shirt. MasterCard, prime example. Many people say that we live in an era of great disruption, of great uncertainty, a dangerous era, with a huge lack of global leadership and growing concerns. But when I approached First MasterCard, there was no doubt, there was no hesitation, there was no second thought. When I shared the vision behind SIGA, when I shared the mission, the purpose, and the ambition, there was no hesitation. So I want to thank MasterCard. I want to thank Leadership MasterCard. Alison is not here. Monica is probably in Italy or in the US. But I want to thank Mona and all our friends from MasterCard here in the UAE for making this possible. The work that they are doing on female empowerment, on the female agenda, is not just convenient. It is absolutely indispensable. And to you, MasterCard, thank you. I take my hat off. Also, another powerful brand who means so much in today's world, Coca-Cola. Unbelievable the work that they are doing. Discreetly, but effectively. Changing people's lives. Creating opportunities, creating bridges, advancing. Well done. We are proud to have your support, and certainly we expect to continue to work with you in the UAE and across the Middle East. Our hotel partner who has provided us with a magnificent reception last night, and I want to thank all those who were able to join us. Memorable moments. We too express our appreciation. But I would be omissive if I would not mention a few other names, and I'm sorry I will omit some, but I want to refer to these names. Kate is from London. Audrey is from South Africa. I just blessed her with holy water. Unintentionally. Jennifer is from the US. Jessica is from Australia. Where is she? She is there. Vicky is from Bulgaria, of course. They are all here. They are part of the inaugural SIGA Women Council. Huge task, huge responsibility that they have undertaken, making us proud, making us confident that we will deliver what we promise. But they are not alone. We have Amanda van der Voort in the United States, we have Athena in Cyprus, we have Cecilia in Paraguay, we have Brazil with Chantal, we have Priti in India, and we have this, not a rock star, but the true basketball legend, female legend, Renee Montgomery in Atlanta, United States. Why do I mention them? Why do I mention their geographies? It's not just to signal that we are a global movement, but we are a movement of human beings who believe in this cause and who are committed to deliver. So the time has come to make this work. And the time has come also to ensure that SIGA truly walks the walk. Katie mentioned that we are a global movement, and yes, we are. Yes, we are. We seek global solutions for global challenges, also with a regional approach. But we are not just an idea whose time has come. We are a structure that is well implanted, well ingrained in sport and the wider cluster, with the mothership in Geneva, with continental structures in North America based in Washington, D.C., in Latin America, in Sao Paulo, in Brazil, in Europe, Lisbon, Portugal. Time has come also to plant the seed, to plant the flag, and to embrace not just the UAE, not just the Middle East, but the whole Asia. So I am proud to announce to you our firm decision to start moving the needle, to start giving the steps forward to create SIGA Asia. Because the global vision and the global mission requires boots on the ground, requires a culture of proximity, of trust, of confidence, not just managing things from the distance, but being by the side of those who entrust their faith, their confidence, and who give us support. Changing lives, moving sport forward as a beacon of light, as a source for good, as a catalyst for social, human, and economic development. This is why we are here, and this is why we say yes to SIGA Asia. Thanks for your support.